Welcome back to Anderson Smoke Show. I'm out here with my new Z Grills 600 series, the Fire Beast in blue. And today we've got two 1-pound T-bone steaks. I'm gonna show you my favorite methods to make steaks. Stick around, see how we do it. If you're new here, my name is Andrew and I'm an engineer. So everything you see here is gonna be technical and to the point. And if it is your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you really appreciate the information that I give today, hit that thanks button. Enough talking, let's get to cooking these steaks. From the time that I got my first pellet smoker, I realized how much I had been missing out when it came to cooking steaks. And I quickly learned that the reverse sear method was my favorite. I like to bathe these steaks in smoke, low and slow on the grill, and then we sear them to finish them off. And that's really the perfect way for me. So when it comes to steaks, I like a thicker steak. I like it to come up to temperature slowly. That way it absorbs more smoke. So today we've got two 1-pound, they're about an inch thick. These are T-bones. Now, if you look at this T-bone and the other's about the same, these are bone in, but they are missing the tenderloin side. And so they're pretty much bone in strip steaks. But that's fine because I love strip steaks. These are cut nice and thick, and it'll be perfect for what I'm trying to do today. So my method with steak, every time I make steak, I give it a little bit of an olive oil bath. And so I'm just gonna pour some of my California Ranch olive oil into my glove. And I'm just going to rub that onto the steak. All around it. It helps with a binder. It also helps searing it at the end because obviously we know that oil will help with searing. All right, so now that we've got the olive oil binder on these steaks, I'm gonna use one of my new seasonings. It is the PS Seasoning Chop Shop. This looks like a great blend of herbs and spices and pepper and salt for these steaks. Let's give it a try. Now this is a grinder, which is great because we're gonna get that fresh ground effect. Now I like to lay my seasoning on a little thick when it comes to steaks, one, because I think it helps with a nice little crust on it when we sear it, and plus that flavor. Now you want to be careful, any rub that you're using, check the salt content. Usually I like to taste them first just to see, that way I don't accidentally overdo it. Last thing you'd want to do is ruin a good steak. I'm gonna take the back side of my glove here, and first I'm gonna pat this seasoning on, and you wanna use a dry side, that way that the seasoning doesn't stick to your glove. Sometimes I'll use the back side of a spoon. Now that we know the spices are intact, we're gonna flip them over. We're gonna do the same thing to this side. We're gonna pat the seasonings in, just like we did on the other side. We're gonna let them rest here for just a few minutes, let everything just kind of soak in, and then we're gonna get them on the grill. All right, the grill is set to 225 degrees. These steaks have been sitting with that Chop Shop seasoning from PS Seasonings. It's time to get them in the grill. Now, if you notice, I have the direct heat method open on the pit here, but I'm not gonna put the steaks over that. I'm gonna get them over this way towards the chimney so that they're not directly above the fire pot. Just like so. And basically what I want to do here is I am going to leave these at 225 degrees. I'm going to monitor the internal temperature of these steaks until they hit 110 degrees. And you're saying, but Andrew, that's nowhere near ready. Well, we like ours medium rare, and at 110 degrees, I feel that's the perfect time to pull them and get that grill cranked up for the sear job. So we're basically going to let this go until we hit that 110 degrees. I will spot check it with my ThermaPen one. This is one of the best instant read thermometers on the market. Link down in the description if you're interested in one. I'm gonna spot check it. I'm gonna take a look, watch for that 110 degree internal temperature, and at that point we'll sear it. We'll see you then. All right, so we might as well check the temperature here and see what we come up with. Hopefully you can see this here. 110 there on a cutting board. Get them out of the way for a moment. Smell good, that's for sure. We'll get this lid closed and we're gonna turn this grill up to high. And I've got the direct sear about 60% open. You could see the flame there. We're gonna let this get nice and hot. We're gonna see if we can sear these steaks on this Z grill. All right, so we're above the 500-degree mark. It is time to get these on here, get them seared. Oh yeah, that grill is nice and hot. Get that sizzle, you know it's hot. We're gonna go right above that burn chamber, right above that fire pot. We're gonna close the lid for just a moment. All right, we'll get these flipped here. Starting to sear up pretty good. And give it another moment on this side. See what we got for temp. Yeah, we're only at about 115. It's great. Oh yeah, it's getting that nice sear, that nice crust that I'm looking for. Those are looking good. Now, I'm the kind of guy, I don't care about grill marks. I don't care about that. I just want a nice finish, a nice crust on these steaks, and I want it to be the right temperature. The lines are just for show. It does nothing for taste. All right, these steaks have a good sear on them, a good char. You can see that's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's get these out of here. Now, when it comes to steaks, I like to let them rest for a few minutes just to let that temperature even out. We'll come back, we'll cut it up, give it a try. All right, so these steaks have done. I've had them resting for about 5 to 10 minutes. It's time to give them a try. Now, steak, just like anything, cook it the way you like it. I cook mine medium rare, so I pull at 110 degrees, which is roughly about 25 degrees before my final temperature. These are sitting right around the 135 degrees. We like them about medium rare. Let's cut into them, see what they look like. It's time to give them a try. That PS seasoning, that chop shop, that's delicious on steak. And it's not salty. That's one thing that I find steak rubs, they tend to be pretty salty, so you gotta be careful. It's got a great flavor profile. Now, my wife and I like our steaks medium rare to medium, so I like to remove them from the smoke at about 110 degrees, and then we wanna bring them up to about 135. And for us, that is where we like our steak. Everybody's different. Don't let someone tell you that you're wrong. Eat it the way you like it. You want it blue? Blue. You want it black? Black. Whatever way you want it, it's you. And that's what you're gonna find here at Anderson's Smoke Show. We don't care how you like it, as long as you like good food. And if you like good food, I'll see you next time at Anderson's Smoke Show.